Welcome everyone. Welcome to today's discussion with myself, Monique. I am the owner of the Play Well, Live Well Kids Life Studio from Centurion, South Africa. And with me today is my fellow Kids Life Studio coach from Mbabane, Swaziland.
Hi all, and I'm Therese J from the Seat to Seat Kids Life Studio in Mbabane, Swaziland. It's a pleasure being here.
Oh, Therese, it's a pleasure being with you today, especially in such an important week and an exciting week where you and I will be speaking about eating and how we're going to incorporate that into the toolbox for positive mental well-being. So just for the parents who haven't seen yet, us coaches, Kids Life Studio coaches from around the world, will be starting a 7-week choice challenge. We will be taking the parents through these challenges, giving them resources each week, more information, more helpful tips, and actually just being hands-on, ready to answer any questions and be there for support. So parents, you're welcome to sign up for this challenge. We will be posting the links as we go along. You sign up and each week you receive more mails on different challenges you can do as a family for eating, sleeping, physical activity, communication, all those things we need for positive mental well-being. It's so important for our brain. And this challenge is a fun way for the whole family to do it together and enjoy it. So
especially this holiday, by the festive season.
Exactly, especially the holidays. I mean, it's coming now to schools closing. It's the perfect way to keep the kids busy here in South Africa, you know. And also yes, also the kids all around. I'm so used to South Africa. Yeah, the schools are closing now. But yes, and the activities are also easy enough to do at home. It's not going to cost you a thing. You know, it's fun for the family as well. So to kick off with our week on eating, I think to start off, why is eating so important? Why is it important to eat specific foods and stay healthy? What are the benefits of all of that?
Yeah, that's a good question. And the first benefit I'll say is that it helps you cut down on processed and refined sugars. It also helps you with the risk of getting cardiovascular diseases, obesity, diabetes, which is prevalent in our young people. And for me, what's also good is it helps you with concentration and focus. It gives your brain a healthy hippocampus. You know, the hippocampus is a small organ located in the brain, which is shaped like a horseshoe, but it's responsible for memory and emotional regulation. You know, when information comes into your brain, it goes from short-term to long-term memory. Now, the hippocampus is responsible for that. It processes, stores, and transforms information into long-term. A healthy hippocampus will help you remember information, remember faces, remember names, remember everything that you want to, your keys, wherever you let them. Whereas if you have a shrinking hippocampus, which is usually caused by eating lots of sugar, what happens then is you tend to forget a lot, and in young people, then they tend to not be able to store information in the long term.
100%. And I think that helps as well that's why studying and eating proper brain foods while studying is also so important, so that you can aid the concentration, the focus, and the memory, and to take everything in. And I think also, you know, when children sit together with the family to decide, well, how are we going to be healthy? What choices are we going to make? Let's select items together. It brings the family together, and it makes children feel more responsible for their choices, you know, and it empowers them to make healthier choices as well. But yes, there is so much information about eating: Banting, plant-based, mindful eating, organic eating.
No sugar,
how much water. There's so much information. And you as parents, Therese, you've got daughters. What have you experienced, or what have been your challenges with all this information out there? What has been your experience in terms of healthy eating with your kids?
I have 4 girls, and the last one is a third culture child, meaning she was born in Swaziland. She's embraced the Swazi culture, but she's from Cameroon.
Okay.
As a toddler, I actually mistook her picky eating for an eating disorder because she refused to try new foods. She preferred processed and sugary foods. And everything I tried, this did not work. She just refused. My routines did not work. I tried to force her. I begged her. I sometimes even had to press her nose to make sure she ate the food. It just did not work. Now, it all changed. I even tried putting her in front of the TV, hoping that maybe when she sees her friends on TV, she'll eat better.
Yeah, she might be distracted as well.
But it was actually counterproductive. Now, a friend of mine came over and she saw our struggles and my frustration. And she noticed that the child loved yogurt. So she advised me to use yogurt, put it in mabele porridge, put fruits and peanut butter. And you won't imagine it, this child would eat that every day.
Oh, wow.
Now, when she got to primary school, my tricks could no longer work because now she's outgrown that. So she was into junk food again. Anything KFC, anything fish and chips, anything takeaway. That's what she loved. Now I had to look for ways. I had to now look for creative ways to introduce healthy eating in the home. So what I discovered was that what I put in the trolley and took home will determine the eating patterns in my family.
Sure.
I also discovered that I could transform vegetables into silly faces that she watches on TV, and she would eat that perfectly. Something else I noticed was that my fridge could either be a pharmacy or a hospital. It could be.
I love that way. Yeah, nice way of thinking of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to choose what I put in the fridge because what is in the fridge is what everyone will eat. The other thing I noticed was that I had to be the role model. What I eat is what the child would eat. And the last thing I also found out, which I found interesting, was the role of patience. It takes a lot of patience to try new things. And I noticed that I had to try 10 times for the child to accept a new food that was introduced. Well, the spin-offs have been great because 15 years later, this child is adventurous in the kitchen. She loves trying new things.
Oh, wow, great.
Yeah, and we even have an organic garden, which we did together because I'm big on herbs for healing. So we have a herbal garden, and we have the opportunity to choose what we put on the plate, and we can eat mindfully and consciously.
Wow, I absolutely love that, Therese. It's wonderful. And I think the key words that I take from your experiences is number one, patience, creativity, and role modeling. And I understand, as parents, it's a bit difficult to be creative in the kitchen. Not every parent has the time for that. You come home after a long day at work, kids have to do or attend sports, perhaps do their homework, bath, pajamas. You just want to eat, no arguments, and just go ahead. So it can be very, very challenging as well. But it just takes that patience and the effort to sit down and see what will work for us, what won't. And sometimes I've found that it helps when children are involved in the decision-making process. So taking perhaps an afternoon and giving the kids a list of foods to choose from. Obviously, mom or dad will control the list and choose the healthy foods or choose a healthy menu. And let kids choose from that, then they're more likely to eat healthy and to stick to what they said because they feel they made the choice. They were the strong ones and look at me, I'm being responsible. So usually that helps a lot. And I've seen him in my coaching practice as well. When children understand how their brain develops and what is needed for their brain, why this certain food is healthy for that certain brain function, then they also, it's as if a light bulb goes off. And then I understand why I'm eating certain foods, not because I have to eat it, or if I don't eat it, I don't get my dessert or I don't get my ice cream. You know, they understand the reason behind it, so they start becoming more responsible for the choices they make in their healthy eating behaviors.
Correct. Yeah, I completely agree with you with that on that, Monique. You know, patience, role modeling, and empowerment. You use the word empowerment, which I really enjoy, because today's kids, you know, healthy eating is not synonymous with the microwave lifestyle that adults are experiencing.
Yeah.
Parents are on the go, they are on the move, they're on the next plane, they're busy at work, and they hardly find time to eat properly. Now, my question is, what happens to the children if the parents cannot even eat properly? Where does that leave the child? In my coaching practice, I noticed that when the child comes in, within the first 2 weeks, they understand the effects of unhealthy eating on the developing brain. And through play, you know, play is a language of childhood.
Yeah.
So through play and activities that we do, the child initially unconsciously starts shifting their eating patterns, and they start opting for and even demanding healthy food at home. And you know the result becomes magical, because when they go back home, they start coaching their parents and their siblings and explaining to them the importance of healthy eating. Now you can imagine how proud a parent would be when the child comes in and they are the ones calling the shots. Like you said, they start making healthy choices. So yeah. I think that is.
I've seen that as well, where the children start coaching the parents as well, and when that happens, it's as if, you know, we make the parents' life so much easier, you know, and then mom and dad says, oh, okay, good, no more arguing, you know why we're eating healthy. And I know parents have tried nearly every method to get the kids to eat healthy, to stop with the picky eating. It's very tough and very challenging. But as you said,
being a parent, be careful. It's a hard job being a parent.
Exactly. You know, it takes a special person, a hardworking one, to work with kids who are fussy and they're arguing and they don't want to eat healthy and they're refusing. So to get them to understand the benefits behind eating and everything is the most important thing for parents to do with their kids. And I know there's many parents who have said they've tried everything, but I think us coming in as a kid's life coach, we're there to focus on the child and to coach them to make healthy eating patterns, and that outside of you just, I think, sort of changes their perspective completely.
True, yeah. You know, as a parent, having a certified kids life coach makes it easier, and I feel it's the best investment you can make for your child, because it really takes a global village to raise a child. And in this day and age where, you know, community, the sense of community is dying, it's and where you find that mental health is spiraling out of control for young people, you really need somebody, a neutral mentor, as you mentioned, to hold this child's hand and help them make choices easy. And you find that with certified kids life coaches, we give them a tangible and practical toolkit which they can use for the rest of their lives. It gives a parent peace of mind knowing that the child is in control of their lives, because they become the leader of their own lives. And you can always, as parents, you can visit our website, www.kidslifestudio.com, and find out what we do, what our toolkit is like, and the activities that we do to empower your children to become the leader of their own lives. Yeah.
I'm so excited to start sharing resources with families about eating and healthy eating. And you mentioned, the mental illnesses and things that's on the rise, especially in children. And what is so amazing is how something as simple as a diet change, choosing healthy brain foods, knowing what foods to choose, and certain foods when studying, certain foods to help with exercising, to have the energy. Just a change in that can make a massive change in a child's mental well-being, for a child's
just,
well-being.
Just a change, just knowing that food is food. Food is not a problem. They just, as coaches, when we help them to just know that it's the same food, but just tweak it somehow. Just tweak it. And you'll find that they'll be begging for more healthy food without knowing that they're eating healthy food. So, yeah.
100%, I agree. Oh, no, it's been absolutely lovely chatting to you today about the importance of eating. And as I said, I'm excited to start sharing more resources with parents this week. So for parents who are watching, please send your questions to us. We have a global team of Kids Life coaches ready to support you. And enjoy this week's challenge of eating healthy. Enjoy the family challenges. Share your posts with us. Let's get involved. And yes, we're always there to support you. And thanks, Therese. Thank you for your expertise.
They shouldn't forget to sign up for the 7-week challenge. They need to sign up so that they get those emails coming every week. And they should look forward to it and bond as a family in the comfort of their own home.
Yes, so, yeah. That's what's lovely about it. You do it at the comfort of your own home, no stress, no worries, making life easier.
Oh, thank you so much, Monique. Have a lovely, healthy eating week.
Yes, thank you. You too. Take care. Bye.
Bye.